insinuations that why is this man always having media chat? Is it the spokesperson of the government and all of that? And so, in some cases too, some personal attacks. Oh, he's sick, he's been flown abroad, and all of that. Don't these things get to you?
I don't even know if what you are telling me now. I don't read those jobs. I'm very focused. I'm not speaking for government. I'm letting the world know what we're doing under the TINUBU's administration. As Minister of Federal Capital Territory, I owe a duty to let the public know what is happening within the territory, what we are about to do, and what we are going to do in future. It is my responsibility. I'm not a spokesperson for the government. I'm not talking about the federal government. I'm talking about the activities of the ministry of the Federal Capital Territory. If I don't know whose responsibility. Again, he talked about sorry screaming. He talked about feel somebody and vaccines. We're all human beings. Anybody can fall sick any day, anytime. But it's unfortunate too, I never felt sick to be flown abroad. So these are things you don't need to pay attention to. And then somebody saying that, oh, the president has banned me from having a media chat. It is the same junk news that you carry. Who is responsible of this? The same man who's been collecting money from people, and then my girls are listening to him. Oh, Sahara reporters carry this and that. How will President ban you of letting people know, letting the public know of what the administration is doing, particularly as it pertains to the FCT territory? So it's not everything you read or whatever you hear, you begin to take it serious.
But does it mean that you were just a special place with Mr. President, in the heart of Mr. President, such that you are about the only minister that is showcasing the achievements of
I don't want to say that. Everybody has his own style.
Do you have the permission of the president to be doing what?
Do you need to go and apply to Mr. President that I want to tell the public what we are doing? In most cases, the president will want, by the time the president is watching and knowing what you are doing, they begin to even raise you and begin to say, look, I didn't know you were doing this, I thought you were doing this, so I think we should do it this way, right? So it's not whether you are the president's mind or this and that. No, it is your responsibility. You want the public to tell them, look, this is what we are doing. If you don't do that, it is the same you that will complain that what's happening, nobody knows what's going on. Now we are doing that, and people are saying, oh, why is it telling everybody what it's doing? It is our responsibility, it is our job, and we've got not to do that. We would have done it since, but because of activities, 20 days fully occupied, and we say by the time we finish the 20 days, then we take our monthly media chat. We must brief the public every month of what we are doing.
Honorable Minister, talking about what you are doing, you just mentioned 20 days of projects, commission, flagging off of projects. In terms of, what you've done in the past 2 years, we've seen that it's not just about flagging of projects, it's about timelines and commissioning them later. Are we going to be looking at some of these things come up in the next year again?
Not if we are not getting to next year. We are not going to get to next year. Yes, obviously, I have said here, in the 3rd year anniversary of Mr. President, there will be a line of activities that we have to, carry out. But before next year, there are also projects we have, we've lined up that we have to, that we think should be completed, and then we have to commission. Like you said, 20 days is not 2 days. 20 days of stop, from Monday till Friday, from Monday till Friday. That shows that things are happening under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As pertains to FCT, where the responsibility has been given to I and the Minister of State, I'm sure you are done from how could, 20 days one project to the other, commissioning, flagging off. It has never happened. It has never happened. And we would have continued, but we said, look, let's take a break. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Now that will be focused purely on what we have done or what we are doing in the education sector.
All right, Honourable Minister, we've seen an influx of beggars into the Federal Capital Territory, indiscriminate motor parks coming up, and people are asking also, when are the new bus stations in Kubo and Mabushi going to come in place? And then the issues of open grazing too within the Capital Territory. How soon will you be, dedicating attention to all of this?
I will talk about the influx of beggars, and I will not talk about the controversial. You said that here before. I said that is the issue of national security. Now, let's talk about the influx of beggars. I've told you that Abuja is at the center of how many states? Everybody wants to move down to Abuja. And you don't have that right to say, look, somebody should not move from Kaduna to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Niger to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Lokoja to Abuja. Somebody should not move from Nasarawa to Abuja. It's a big problem for us. But we do all the best we can to say, look, we have to send them back. But everywhere you do, they still come back. And then people say, okay, why not get a place where you keep them? But it's not our responsibility. If you do that, then you're opening the floodgates of where everybody, wherever you are, will now say, look, Abuja is where we can go, and then they provide accommodation or shelter. It's a big problem for us. But we're doing all we can to see that we reduce that influx. When you say indiscriminate, we have to tell ourselves the truth. One of the reasons why we started building this bus terminal is because of the indiscriminate motor parks and the rest of it. So it is not as if that these indiscriminate taxi and motor parks started as we came. One of the reasons why we are fighting that is to build these bus terminals and taxis. We have operational problem, but it been sorted out. I believe, by the grace of God, before the end of the year.